Hello and welcome to another day of this endless torture that is the holiday season. And today I think it's long overdue that I start wrapping the gifts I bought for my Secret Santa recipient. So I figured what I could do is, while I'm wrapping them, show you what I bought. We have a quantity of wrapping paper. There's more on the side, so don't worry about what I have here. A pair of cutting thingies. Some adhesive tape. One-sided, not magic. And gifts. Okay, so on the wish list, my recipient for Secret Santa mentioned that he liked The Thing and 80s sci-fi. So for the first couple of gifts I bought him, we have John Carpenter's The Thing in 4K. This also has a Blu-ray and digital code in case he doesn't have a 4K player. And then also the original miniseries of V. This looks like to be a good package. It has feature-length commentary, some behind-the-scenes footage, and I guess chapter select. Do we still call chapter select a special feature? Okay, so this next one was kind of an impulse buy. This is a game called Campy Creatures. Basically a card game where you play a mad scientist and you have to create a bunch of monsters. And it looks to be a rather simple card game that takes 20 to 30 minutes to play. I don't know if this is going to be liked by the person receiving it, but they could always give it, they could re-gift. I don't know, no hard feelings. So on this person's want list, they put that they wanted chocolates, Toblerone to be specific. So I got them exactly this. This has 4 pieces of Toblerone chocolates, which I've heard is quite delectable. Chocolate, white chocolate, and chocolate with salted caramelized onions. Nope, let me try that again. Salted caramelized almonds. The box came in slightly damaged. This came from Amazon, and on both ends. I'm just going to have to roll with it. I'm not the type of person that's going to return something over packaging, although I should when you see the next thing I got. On the wish list also was Mad Magazine books. I originally was going to buy a back issue, but I collect Mad Magazines too, and I'm just going to be too tempted to keep it. So I bought this. It's called Totally Mad, and this contains actually 2 hardcovers. Well, not in its entirety, but the best of Totally Mad and Inside Mad. These 2 books seem to be out of print right now. I could be wrong on that, but based on the prices I saw on Amazon, I'm anticipating that it'll be a little bit harder to find. So the problem with this, though, is that it's a little damaged on the bottom. I don't know what happened here, but this looks like it's very rough. Also, they put a sticker on the back, and I can't get that off without damaging it. So, I was on the fence about returning this, but I'm a bit of a time constraint. I'm going to just leave it as it is. I'd rather them have this than it sitting in limbo. They asked for mid-tier N64 or SNES games, so I got just that. I don't know what mid-tier is. I know that there's the crappy games for a few bucks a piece, and then you have on the other end of the spectrum games that go for a few $100s up to $1,000, depending on extreme rarity or, you know, perceived rarity. I think I did okay with these selections. I don't know what this person has, but they could always resell it or use it as trade bait. The first one I got here, I got this from Digital Press, is Pokemon Puzzle League. I am not a fan of the N64 in general, so asking me to pick out the best games for this system beyond Super Mario 64 and GoldenEye and some others is kind of tough, but I think this is a solid entry in the system. So what's fun is that this game was property of Movie King. So I don't know how my recipient is going to feel, but I tend to enjoy rental stickers on old cartridges because it just gives it the backstory. Another one I consider kind of mid-tier is Super Smash TV. This is one of the first games I actually got for my Super Nintendo back in 1992, I want to say. Because I love Smash TV in the arcade, although I'm terrible at it. It is a great port, despite the lack of the more extreme violence of the arcade. This is kind of a shot in the dark, but I bought a Super Nintendo homebrew, Zelda Parallel Worlds. It is definitely something I have no idea about. I'm not a big fan of homebrews, but I think this is also something unique that this person probably doesn't have. So I think it's worth a gamble. And it's only 20 bucks, so... On the boxed end of the spectrum, this was a cheap one, 15 bucks, but Pinball Behind the Mask. It's a simple pinball game with a few tables. I don't think this is a game that Super Nintendo owners are tripping over each other for based on the price. I definitely know that's to be true. Remember when I said before that N64 games I'm not great at because I wasn't a big fan of the console, so I don't know what good games are. Perfect Dark is a good game. I know this because I actually played this one a lot. And I think this is both better than GoldenEye, at least from the perspective of a single player. I'm not sure if they have the expansion pack. It is playable without the expansion pack, but it's still a quintessential game in any N64 library. And it has the Nintendo Power, it has the instruction manual, and here you go, Perfect Dark. And the box is in decent shape. I gotta admit, I'm a little jealous. This box is in pristine shape. My box is not. I won't be terrible. I'll send this to its rightful owner. So that's it. Hopefully the person who receives this likes it. I doubt they're going to watch this video before they get the package because based on the numbers, it's extremely unlikely. Although, wouldn't it be a trip if you did? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
Note how shiny it looks on the gift wrap, while Scotch Magic Transparent Tape keeps packages pretty. It's virtually invisible. So do your own disappearing act with Scotch brand Magic Transparent Tape.